to Wildwood Cottage Diary and my little corner of the internet. This is my cottage diary about my garden and about my life here in Wales. I film different aspects of my life here. I talk to you about things in the kitchen, things in the garden, the chickens, hand making stuff, all sorts of different things. Today we are back out in the garden and we are going to be moving some fruit. I've done a raspberry bed and I've only got 2 raspberry bushes, 2 raspberry plants in there, and I want to be able to have some more fruit in there without having to go out and buy anything. I've got some blackberries that I need to plant that I've got from Ewe Garden. I've got 6 of those. I've got some loganberry and I've got some tayberry, and I thought that I would put them all in the same bed and see how we get on. I've also got some polystyrene boxes, and I thought that if I get stuck for space I can always put them in there for the time being until I get the new part of the garden sorted out, which is just here next to the greenhouse. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. The weather has gone really dull. It was lovely when I first came out this morning. It was lovely and sunny, but it's a bit windy, so we'll just have to battle through the wind. And I'm going to show you the process of what I'm going to be doing and the spacing and planting them out and then mulching the top. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've been sorting through my seeds, and I'm going to do a video for you over the weekend of what seeds I'm going to be sowing in the next week, because I think it's about time that I got some green fingers and I got some seeds sown. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this day for ages. I've been doing loads and loads and loads and loads and loads around the garden, but I've not planted anything, so I'm really itching. I've got itchy fingers, desperate to get some seeds sown. And I know I can't do anything tender because the frosts here don't finish until about May, so I've got to be patient for things like squashes and things like that. But I can start tomatoes and cucumbers and all those sorts of things. So that's what we're going to be doing over the weekend. But for today, excuse me, my camera's a bit, because it's on top of, you're on top of seed tins at the moment, not a tripod. But we're going to go over to the raspberry bed. I'm going to sort myself out. I'm going to get the blackberries, get the loganberries, the tayberry, meet you back over at the raspberries, and we'll go and get on with planting that fruit. So I'll see you over there in a minute. Right, so I'm down at the raspberry bed, and I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do today. I've just seen a shrew. I was just walking along the path to the raspberry bed, and a shrew darted right past my feet and underneath the flower pot. So I've left the flower pot there because he's got a little tunnel underneath the flower pot that goes somewhere else, and I think it's keeping his little house warm and dry. I know, I'm really daft. I can't kill anything. But he was only small. He was really tiny. So I've left the flower pot. Do you want me to show you the plant pot I've left? That black thing there. Yeah, we'll have a look. This one here. Look, here's his little road, there's his little door, and then if we lift his little door up, look, it's got a little driveway here, and then there's his little front door there, look. Can you see it? See, here's his little front door. So I haven't got the heart to move it, so I'm going to put it back and cover up his house, because it must be keeping the rain out. So he must live under there somewhere. I hope he doesn't get got under the lawnmower when I get that out. Hope he gets out the way. Right, that's not what we came out for, is it? So I'll just show you the raspberry bed and show you what we've got to put in. This is some of what we've got to put in. So I've got 3 blackberries to go in, these 3 here. They have got new shoots on them down here, looking a bit dry on the top. They've been in the garage for ages, so they're going to go in. This one here is a thornless blackberry, this one. I've got 2 of these, but I've got to dig the other one out the garden. And this has got lots of nice new shoots on it. Can you see these buds here? So that's good. And then this thing here in this big pot, this one is a loganberry that belonged to the elderly gentleman that lived here. And as you can see, it's got some nice new buds on it. So I'm going to put that in and get all the grass out. And then in here I've got another 6 of those blackberries. Now they are trailing blackberries, but because of the mice I need them to go upwards, not downwards or across. So I think the best thing for me to do is to pop them in the bed with the raspberries and everything else, and then put net round them to keep the birds off, and then they'll be off the floor, so hopefully the mice will leave them alone. So this is the raspberry bed that we've already done. Now, I was talking to somebody online the other day, and they suggested that seedlings don't like chicken compost, the bedding. So what I've decided to do is that, because I don't want all my new shoots burnt off, I'm going to take all that off, put that on the rhubarb, as I said in my other video, and then I'm going to replace all of this with lots of leaves. Because see, around here there's loads of leaves all over the grass, so I'm going to rake them all up and plonk them on there. Now, this is the bed that we're going to do now. This chicken bedding here as well can go on the raspberries, so I'm going to move that. There are a few strawberries in here, so I'm going to leave them. These ones here are yellow raspberries, these plants. These two are yellow raspberries that I got from Morrison's for £3.50. This is another red raspberry that was left over from this bed here. So we're going to give this a bit of a tidy up, and then I'm not going to go too much to town, but I am going to get the deep rooting weeds out, like the dock and the dandelions, because I don't want them in here. Move that bedding, and then we're going to put the plants in. So I'll just put you on the tripod. I don't know whether you can see over there, but in that run there next to the shed are the chickens, and they can hear me talking to you. So I don't know whether you can you see them? Little blighters. Right, this is the bed we're concentrating on. I can't let them out because there was 2 female foxes around here last night, and I don't want to take the chance of losing them, so they're going to have to stay in their run for a few days until I know the fox isn't about, because there was 2 of them, 2 vixens last night about 3 o'clock. So yeah, I don't want them getting got. I like my chickens, they're my pets. Right, okay, so I've got my little hack thing, my little hoe. It's missing its handle, so I thought I'd use that. Right, so that's all the mulch moved and the bigger weeds. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start putting the plants in. These were just pay the postage plants that I got from Ewe Garden. It's well worth having a look on Gardeners World offers on the BBC Gardeners World website, because they do an awful lot of good offers on there for your garden, so you can fill it quite frugally. Now, I got these as just pay the postage and ordered a couple of other things as well off Ewe Garden at the same time. So I got 6 of these, and these are the trailing blackberries. So Black Cascade they're called. So I've got 6 to go in. So I'm going to do them in a run together, and then at each end of that I'm going to do the Loganberry. Right, I haven't got enough room to plant the loganberry in that bed. Those blackberries filled that bed up, so it's only raspberries and blackberries in that bed. I'm going to have to find somewhere else for the loganberry and the tayberry. Now, what I might do is, I might put them along the fence just here. I'll just turn you around. I might put them along the fence here. But what I did want to do was plant artichokes to keep the cows out, but maybe those loganberries and those tayberries might be quite nice along there. So I'm not sure. I quite like the idea of the artichokes. But what I do have is another space up here. I'll take you up here. This is up where the chickens are again. So what I could do really is plant them here, just in this gap here. That would be quite good, because this is where the polytunnel's going. So maybe I could do the loganberry and the tayberry here, or at least one of them. So the one that I've dug out, the thornless blackberry that I've dug out, I'm going to put here. I do have a deutzia here, but I'm not sure it's going to stay. This one here. I quite like the idea of having this up in the garden, but it looks like it does have some shoots just here. Maybe you can see them. So I'm not sure. I might leave it. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go and get that thornless blackberry, and I'm going to pop it here. So I'll just go and get that. So this is our thornless blackberry. I've just taken from by the greenhouse because I want to put something else there. So we'll take this, and this thornless blackberry can go here. And what I can do is I can put some wire along there to keep the cows off, because we get the cows back in May, and they ate the tops off everything. So I might widen this bed here, this patch here. Just looking at it now, it might be quite good widened, and here as well where the chickens are. So lots of ideas. So yeah, we're going to put the blackberry here, so I'll just turn the camera off and I'll show you when it's done. Yeah, so I'm going to mulch this bed now with the leaves off the grass and get this area tidied up so I can do some grass mowing when the time comes. I've got some strawberry runners actually in the grass that I need to get out that I'm going to do as well, and pop them in here. And this cardboard here is going to go on the bed where the rhubarb is, and then the mulch is going to go over the top. I am going to find, I've got some currant bushes as well, which are in water at the moment from cuttings that I did, and I'm thinking of putting them in between the rhubarb and having that for the summer. So yeah, I don't know whether you, I'll just turn you around, but the hazel is looking really, really pretty in the garden at the moment. I didn't notice it last year, but the catkins are looking really pretty. Shall I turn you around and let you have a look? Catkins here looking very, very pretty. I didn't notice them last year, but yeah, very pretty. Gracefully blowing in the wind. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is, this is where the raspberries are, so the cardboard is going to go on top of the soil, and then that hay is going to go over the top, and that's hopefully going to kill off the weeds and things that are on the surface of the soil in this border. So let's get on with that. Right, I've run out of leaves now. They all seem to be stuck in the grass, so what I'm going to have to do is go out the front of the house and go and raid the pile of leaves that I've swept up in the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the rhubarb, and then once I've finished I'll switch the camera back on and show you how it looks. So I'll get that done and I'll see you back here in a minute. So that's those 2 beds done now. They don't look much, but there are raspberries in that side, and these ones along here are those trailing blackberries. So it's all had a good mulch with some leaves, and then the same on this side as well. This is that full raspberry bed, and I think these are autumn raspberries. So I'm glad I took all that mulch off on the advice of that lady, because there was some new shoots coming through at the bottom and I was a bit worried about losing the new shoots, so I think this will be a lot better. So that's them. And then over here, this is our rhubarb bed. So I've managed to do from the fruit cage along here, and I didn't manage to get it all done. I had to stop here, so I've still got that little bit to do. But I've got some more bedding to come out of the chicken house this week, so I'll put that on and then I'll just keep going until I've used it all. So I think that's it really. Right, so I've got that job done, which was a job well done. It's not very nice weather now, the sun's gone, it's a bit cold. But we've got the rhubarb done, we've got the raspberries done. So they're all ready for the summer, ready to start growing. I've got my bucket on top of my rhubarb, so I'll get some nice sweet stalks in the next few weeks, so that'll be nice. So I'm going to go and rake up some more leaves and some soil in the front, because I've just found a big pile of soil that I could use from where my husband goes in and out with the van, and it's gone into a bit of a mound. So I'm thinking, if I go out with my spade and my bucket or my wheelbarrow, I could maybe put it in a wheelbarrow and then bung it in that new bed, that new raised bed, and it just adds some chicken compost and some wood ash to it, and I think that'll be a good bit of soil for the bed, save me having to go out and buy it, and it's in the way, so it'll be a good use of recycling. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I've just noticed a big bramble in that direction in front of me, so I'm going to have to get that out. It's in the strawberry tree. But other than that, I think that's it for today. I think I'm going to leave the seeds for today and start them tomorrow or Monday, because I'm feeling a bit tired now after all that work, and I need to go and get a cup of tea. So that's it for today. If you have enjoyed my video, please do like and subscribe. Please do hit that notification bell, and it'll let you know when I upload new videos, and you'll be able to see my garden progress as it progresses. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but please do like the video, because that then tells YouTube that you've enjoyed my video, and that others might enjoy it too, and they will push my video forwards in the YouTube algorithms, and that would be greatly appreciated. I really would appreciate it. So yeah, please do like and subscribe, please do hit that notification bell, and that's it for me for today. So enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next time. So take care, bye for now, bye bye.